All right, so we're back with another video for you guys, another reaction video. Today we're going to be talking about a CoreySSG's raffle situation, or at least one of these raffles. And boy, this one is a hot mess, folks. It's a big, hot mess. And it seems like they now have attorneys involved into this, so it's going to get quite interesting. And I kind of suspected that was what's going on behind the scenes with these cars, that some of these cars are not owned by these channels and they're just like working with other people or other companies that are providing the car. It was like something along those lines. I knew something just wasn't adding up, especially the quantity of these raffles back to back to back to back. Things just didn't add up to me. But I was waiting, even though I got so many comments about it in several different videos of people like, why haven't you talked about CoreySSG? I was like, let me just wait it out and see what Corey has to say. This way we got both sides. So we're actually going to play what he dropped and just take it from there.
All right, check this out. So boom, I'm going to read this to y'all. This shit's so funny. And so I told y'all, man, the Tia got a lawyer already, right? So we suing. Somebody said it's lagging now. Man, is it lagging? Is it lagging still? I gotta make sure y'all hear this shit 100% clearly, so y'all can see the fuck shit that we dealing with, bro. We dealing with some ignorant people, and it's fucked up that I gotta be going through this right now. All right, no, my bad. Okay, I see y'all coming. So a Tia lawyer sent them a paper, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, we can actually let them know that we suing y'all. Y'all better go ahead and return this car and all that good stuff. Which I got that paper in my email. This motherfucker say, please accept this letter as Flawless Exotic LLC response to your letter of March the 4th, which they got hit with the letter of March 4th. Flawless Exotic is not in the business of raffles. Flawless Exotic is in the business of selling exotic vehicles. First of all, they don't got not one exotic vehicle. So what are they talking about? All right, it says in August 2022, Corey Pritchett Jr. approached Flawless.
By the way, this is actually the license plate for this car. This is a Dodge Challenger Red Eye. It's the black on green with green highlights. So the license plate is RZZ8484. You can't quite see it in many of the videos on Corey's channel, CoreySSG. Normally he has these plates, I guess they're like too rich or whatever, but I did find actually two videos that actually show the actual license plate. So this is the car right here, 2022 Dodge Challenger. This is the VIN number. Again, that's the license plate, RZZ8484. And a little bit later, I'm gonna actually show you guys, because it was actually listed on some dealership website. I think it's ABZ Motors, and it shows that being sold. But anyways, let's see what Corey has to say.
And wanted to raffle 2 of Flawless vehicles. That's what it say. Went on my phone on the text messages. I met this guy, y'all, through my guy Coop. He hit me and said, hey, they want to get in contact with you because they want to see if you want to give away one of their cars with them. He said, this is Big Show with the jailbreak. Cooper introduced us.
So hold on. So he says he's got some like paperwork, legal paperwork from some attorney. And the attorney says that Corey approached this individual, who I think is a football player, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. But Corey approached this individual, according to the paperwork he's holding in this video, and wanted to raffle off or give away the cars. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Why is Corey using other people's cars? But that doesn't make sense already.
I said, bet, nice talking to you. He said, but I'll shoot you a text later today on time, because I talked to him on FaceTime at Coop Shop, right? So, red flag right there. That one lie right there in the beginning of the paragraph. They said that I approached them and wanted to raffle 2 of their cars. They're going to red flag how I approach you when you hit somebody that you know that know me and ask them to call me, and we talk on FaceTime, and then how you was able to get my number. And you send me your address. You sent the first message I ever got from you is from you. All right, so we'll keep going. I'm going to show y'all. I want y'all to listen to this shit. It say a 2022 Dodge Jailbreak Challenger and a Dodge Charger HELLCAT were part of Flawless inventory. Flawless agreed to deliver to Pritchett raffle the vehicles under some very specific terms and obligation at the end.
So why is, regardless of who approached who, Corey says he didn't approach them. In fact, the other guy, the guy that owns the car, let's just say this, the guy that owns the Challenger approached a mutual party to discuss, I guess, CoreySSG raffling off his car. Like, why are you raffling off cars that you don't own initially? Like, the way he made it seem like a lot of these cars, he owns them outright and he's raffling them off. But it sounds like, based on what he just said, that he doesn't even own these cars. or at least this particular car, he didn't own. This car belonged to Flawless Exotics. So this is the website. You know, we ran the plates earlier. I showed you guys the plates. And that's how we got the VIN number. So when I just put into Google, I got this website right here, ABZ Motors. I don't know how old this listing is, but this is the car. And at some point, it was advertised for sale on this website at this dealership. So this could have been recent, or it could have been when Flawless Exotics or that football player or whatever former football player bought the car. But this is what the car looks like, and I looked at some of his videos, and it does match up. The interior looks pretty much the same. So we got the right car so far, but the story is not adding up. Why is CoreySSG raffling off cars that he doesn't even own? All right, this is literally at the start of the video. He just said the legal paperwork or the attorney's paperwork, whatever, says that Corey approached them about raffling off one of the cars, but Corey says, no, you guys approached me. But last time I checked on the raffle creator website, there was no disclaimer, no disclosure saying that this isn't my car. This car is, you know, hosted on behalf of Flawless Exotics, and I'm just facilitating the transaction. There's no language, written language like that on there. It just reads like sort of like that this is his car.
Flawless was to net their price. However, Flawless was to maintain possession of the vehicles until fully paid and titled to whoever Mr. Pritchett advised to the winner. All right. So it said that Flawless was to maintain possession of the vehicles until fully paid. Now let me go to my pictures right quick. So my pictures right here, you guys see I gave them. I'm gonna show this to y'all. Let me show it to y'all. I'm gonna try to see this. I got receipts. What did they say? Flawless Exotics. Remember Corey C. Pritchett. How would they say? $165,000. When did that say? Hold up. When did that say? That say December the 29th, 2022. Okay.
So the check he's showing that Corey, I guess, wrote out to Flawless Exotics, that one is dated December. Oh, let me try to replay that part again.
Flawless Exotics. Remember Corey C. Pritchett. How would that say? $165,000. When did that say? Hold up. When did that say? That say December the 29th.
So that was December 29, 2022. And if I'm not mistaken, at the start of the video, he said that this was like sometime in August. So if that was like 4 months, kind of seems like he made a lot of money off of the raffle and then is going to pay off the car. I mean, that's the way it's adding up for me.
2022. Okay. All right. All right. So I gave y'all bread before the winner got the car. But that ain't even just it, because I got all the text messages to show y'all how dumb you motherfuckers are. But let's keep going. It says in September 2022, Mr. Pritchett asked to take possession of the vehicles for a limited period of time to video the vehicles and promote the raffle right now. All right, let me go to these messages real quick, guys. Let me just show y'all. Shit's so crazy, man. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and read the actually miss when this nigga told me to come get the car. All right, boom. Hold up. He said, I gotta find the right one. Right here. You can come get. I'm gonna let y'all see this shit. This is message now. He say, you can come get it anytime. I'm ready, bro. I don't drive it really still. Only 100 miles on it. All right. So you told me to come get the car. All right, bet. Yes. You told me to come get the car. But it said that I asked to take the cars. All right. I just told you if I do this shit, how much I'm gonna have to take the cars. Now, this motherfucker say, Mr. Pritchett was to return the vehicles in 2 weeks. He did not. Although he had not paid for the vehicles, he kept them for 4 months. Now watch this. Check this out. I'm gonna go to the message real quick. Let me show you what this man said. Check this out, man. Let me show you another flag. He say, I reposted LOL free promo. You busy today? Okay, cool. Supposed to be going to the casino in Lake Charles. Pretty much what you got in mind. I said, I'll come get the cars. Time to promote. Okay, if you want to keep them for good, just get them to promote and bring it back. He said, do you want to keep them for good or just get them to promote and bring it back? It's up to you. I'd rather you keep them, LOL, but it's up to you. All right. And go another flag number 4. I don't care. I think these folks didn't think that I thought they thought I was dumb and they were just gonna pull this move, this stunt, and they didn't think that they were gonna get caught up in their little scammers ass ways.
So Corey says he's not dumb. I mean, this whole thing, first of all, like I said earlier, why is CoreySSG working with a third party? In this case, it's Flawless Exotics or this former football player or whatever. Why are you using other people's cars, creating a raffle for your own followers and subscribers? And now you have become basically the middleman. You're stuck in the middle because you have this winner for your raffle. This is the raffle you posted. And if I'm not mistaken, I mean, we're going to check out his raffle creator that he posted on his community section. There is no mention of Flawless Exotics. There's no mention of this other guy, Sean, or whatever his name is, the former football player, or current football player, who knows exactly. So why are you using other people's cars to raffle off? I mean, this guy, CoreySSG, makes a lot of money from these raffles. He makes a lot of money as is. So even the previous raffles to this, you're telling me like you couldn't go out there and buy a couple cars and raffle them off? Like, it's just these raffles are getting out of control. So that's the first part. I don't understand why. If anyone understands that, let me know in the comment section. But why did he have to go through a third-party individual? Why did he have to go through Flawless Exotics to get these cars to conduct his raffle? And now you got yourself stuck in the middle. You got this raffle winner who thought he's getting a car that was advertised as the raffle car. And now you guys are both basically suing. I don't know if they're both suing. I don't know if the raffle winner is suing anybody, but it's just like a weird setup. Like, why now you guys are like basically stuck, and it's Corey's fault. This is really Corey's fault, in my opinion. This is his fault because he should have just had these cars they should have been in his name. He should have had the car title. Then he wouldn't have this issue. Like if he did it the same way that CJ on 32 does it, which seems to be the more transparent way, then it would make a little bit more sense. But I don't know. It looks real fishy. And so that's the first part. The second part is, now that he's caught up in this scam, he says, I paid him off. He shows the check. He paid him $160,000 or $165,000, something like that. So he did pay off the guy. So the guy should release the car. Now the guy doesn't want to release the car. So there's got to be some other issue between CoreySSG and this company, Flawless Exotics. If he paid him off $165,000 for the car, which, I mean, how much is this car? Is like, it was listed online for like $110. So there's got to be more to this story, folks.
Right. So there's another red flag. It say, although he did not pay for the vehicles, he kept them for 4 months. And it's the fucked up part. In spite of numerous requests that he returned the vehicles. When the fuck have y'all ever said return the fucking vehicles? When have y'all? I got all the text messages. Okay, let's keep going. When Mr. Pritchard took the vehicles for the 2-week period to video, he agreed that he would accept full responsibility for. Matter of fact, let me just go to. I think that's everything. Okay, look. I got another flag for y'all. Hold on, let me keep reading this shit. It say, Mr. Pritchard also specifically agreed that the vehicles would not leave the state of Texas under any circumstances as long as they remain titled to Flawless. In spite of the agreements otherwise, Mr. Pritchard delivered possession of the Challenger to a non-title holder who, in turn, modified the exhaust system, took off the correct license plate. Now, we're going to stop right there. Let me get y'all this flag real quick. Let me just show y'all. Niggas be playing me, bro. They don't understand it, bro. Like, I am not nothing to play with, bro. I'm a real-ass nigga.
He said he's not to be played with. Again, if he's not to be played with, then he's a very smart guy, which, he might come across as a smart guy. Then why would you make a stupid mistake like this to work with a third-party individual? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, folks, that doesn't make any sense. CoreySSG carries himself like a smart guy. Like, he knows, how to do raffles. He knows how to do social media. So why are you working with a third party? Why are you putting your hands? They basically tied your hands behind your back at this point. Flawless Exotics got you out here doing these raffles. And then now you got a winner who is on hold. And I think the situation even got even more messier because apparently he got stopped. There was like police involved. The car got impounded. There's like a whole lot of other shit that happened, which I'm not really going to cover. I'm just going to react to whatever Corey's put out, his side of the story, because we don't know the other side in terms of what the Flawless Exotics company is putting out there. So I'm trying to find the raffle because he's had so many of these raffles. They're back to back, which again doesn't make sense. So if you're making a lot of money off of these raffles, why are you going with a third party company? It just seems a little bit odd to me. So I think this is it right here. So yeah, this is the 2022 Red Eye Jailbreak and the 2020 wide body HELLCAT. So yeah, this is the 2022, which we ran the plates earlier, and I showed you guys the VIN number. This is going to be a life-changing moment. This is your chance to win out of 5 places. First place is the Red Eye Jailbreak Challenger, plus member of SSG. Have access to $1 million resources. Number 2 is another HELLCAT Charger. 3 is a Monte Carlo. 4 is another car. 5 is $5,000 meet and greet car show going down December 17, 2022. He said December 17, but the check that he wrote out was, I think it was like December 22nd. So that seems like a little bit off. So yeah, the car looks pretty much the same. So there's no mention here about it being from Flawless Exotic. So it would read like that this is actually something that CoreySSG owns. But in reality, that's not what happened. And that's sort of what I've been, like when I watch all these other guys do these raffles back to back to back to back to back to back, the quantity and the frequency kind of makes you wonder if these cars are really theirs. Like the way CJ on 32 does these cars back to back to back. And I mean, you almost got to assume if he's got some kind of partnership with these dealerships. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he does own all these cars outright, but at least a little bit from what CJ on 32 does is actually he presents a title to these potential winners, which we can argue that he could be manipulating, but on the surface, at face value, whatever CJ on 32s is doing seems a little bit more straightforward than what CoreySSG did, because I looked through that raffle creator website with you guys. You guys can rewind and check it out yourself, and there is no mention of Flawless Exotics. So we only learned about Flawless Exotics when, I guess, this hot commotion happened with this complete chaos that's going on now. Now he's pointing the finger at Flawless Exotics saying, hey, I paid these guys. They didn't deliver the car. Well, it's technically your fault. Why didn't you go out and buy the car yourself? Like, why did you use this third party? Now they got you guys. They got Corey with his hands tied behind his back, basically, because he can't deliver the car to the raffle winner. So it just makes him look bad.
So you come doing that fuck shit, I'm gonna call you out on all the shit that you did. Hold on, let me show y'all this shit real quick. I'm gonna go down to these messages real quick. All right, here we go. So let's go ahead and start on his end real quick. This is messages. I'm gonna read it to y'all real quick. January 1st, he say Happy New Year's. I texted back Happy New Year's, big bro. He sent me a screenshot of the account of the cars. As y'all see the jailbreak, whatever. It's paid off, right? All right. He say, good morning, let you know jailbreak is paid off. I did it last week. Title should be in any day now. I say, good morning. Okay, perfect. They coming today to grab them. Going to do the content. Just got back in last night motivated because I had went to Miami with him. So he said, glad to hear that, bro. Keep on pushing. Do me a favor. This go to flag right here. Do me a favor. I'm going to try to actually read the bill with me so y'all can say y'all see it with y'all own eyes. Hold on. I can't make this shit up. It say, so what it say right here? What it say on this paper? It said, Mr. Pritchard delivered the possession of the challenge to a non-title holder in return. Modified dissolves, took off the correct license plate, right? What the fuck this nigga say right here? Do me a favor, send me a picture of the mileage on the jailbreak and take the E-tag sticker off. It's on the windshield inside the top right. And see if you got another plate to put on it and keep my plate. I'll get it from you. That's what the nigga said, bro. See if you got...
So you're identifying all these red flags, all right? So that's a great thing, all right? So Corey is identifying all the red flags. I think right now he's called out like 5 red flags. So why didn't you do your due diligence before this? Like before you announced the raffle to your own followers? Because now you basically, it's almost like you're losing credibility now to your supporters and subscribers, because people are now like, hold on, I don't want to be part of this hot mess. I'm going to pay and I'm going to buy tickets expecting on this date and time that there's going to be an announcement of a winner. And now everybody's on hold because CoreySSG just disclosed that he's working with Flawless Exotics or this third-party individuals who does not want to release the car. Now, I agree with what CoreySSG is talking about. He's saying these guys, they took my money, they took the money, and they don't want to deliver the car. But yeah, I get it. They try to pull some scammy ass shit. Or again, I don't know what their side of the story is. They have no, I don't think they have any kind of social media, but it seems like they're going the legal route about it. But according to what CoreySSG is saying, like they're basically trying to pull some kind of scam, but we don't know the full story, that side of the story. But again, it just looks bad for CoreySSG. Why are you working with a third party individual? Now, like I said, all the people that have supported him bought these raffle tickets. They're looking at him sideways. They're like, hold on, you never told us. I mean, I just went through that raffle creator website. There's no mention of Flawless Exotics. I don't know, maybe he mentioned it on video, but in either case, this is holding you back. Working with a third party company, working with another individual, raffling off other people's cards is going to hold you back. If they don't release the card, they don't release the title to you, it's going to hold everything back. All right, I think that was a bad move. Now, he's calling out all these red flags. So why didn't you do your due diligence early on? Like, I don't know. It's just not adding up for me.
Another plate to put on it. Okay. All right. Another flag. Now that's how Atia, when they had put Atia over, like, okay, where does the plate come? The plate go to another charger. I told Atia, I said, look, this plate is for you to drive to Atlanta because he didn't have a plate. The car fucking brand new. We waiting on the goddamn title to get in. The title got to get shipped to Atia, so the title be put in his fucking name. All right, boom. So then what it say? He took the vehicle to Georgia and allowed another individual to engage in the street takeover burnout that resulted in the vehicle being seized and impounded and subject to auction. All of these things happened before Flawless was ever informed about anything related to Mr. Pritchard Raffle. How did it happen before it was informed? But you texted me right here telling me to get the car prepared to get to the winner. All right, so boom, check this out. So let me just show you how dumb he is also, right? As for Mr. Thomas, Flawless has no agreement with him, has no privity with him, and has made no representation of any kind to him. He needs to deal with Mr. Pritchard. So it's an enclosed, it's a copy of the document that Mr. Pritchard signed at the time he took vehicles for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks. But when you go and read the contract, which also, let me show you how dumb he is, right? I had fucked around through this paper in the trash can because everything was over with. You know what I'm saying? They got paid. The winner got the car. You feel what I'm saying? I'm thinking everything good. You know what I mean? But I lost it. And I was like, fuck, we needed this shit to make sure that I can prove to the people that everything I got and the contract that they signed. Now, you guys tell me whether they say 2 weeks in this motherfucker. I, Flawless Exotic LLC, give Corey Pritchard authorization to pick up the above-mentioned vehicle. Flawless Exotic LLC is released from all liability that may occur from injuries or losses sustained by me, Corey Pritchard Jr., doing activity from September the 3rd, 2022 to present. What the fuck is say 2 weeks in on here? From September the 3rd, 2022 to present. I hereby acknowledge that I read or otherwise received all the rules warning and restrictions related to the two mentioned vehicles. Additional, I corporate agreed to be held solely responsible for my negligence. Y'all know I be getting tongue twisted. Willful misconduct or disagree for the rules of the mentioned vehicles above leads to damage to others or to Flawless Exotic property. Now, where did it say, oh, he supposed to bring the car back in 2 weeks? You know what, bro? So I'm glad they sent this back to me. Thank y'all so much. Because now I got 100% proof. You know what I'm saying? 100% proof that these motherfuckers the scandal. Somebody said start getting the title for the cars you get from now on. Bro, to be honest with y'all, bro, I never really even did other people's cars. I was doing my own shit, bro. The only reason I started doing other people's shit because everybody was coming to me. Hey, yo, Corey, hey, man, you wanna rap?
All right, so now he's finally explaining the question that I had all along. Because, yeah, everybody, I guess this was like a live chat. Because people were like, well, you should have you should have owned these cars outright and then raffled them off. So now he's like, oh, well, there's people that approached me and wanted me to raffle off cars that they own. Like, I just think that was a bad move.
My car, man. You run my car, bro. You run my car, bro. Hey, bro, run my car, bro. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? These are people that I fought with that came to me. So I was like, all right, bro, I raffle off and I'm going to give you $20 extra. You see what I'm saying? Just for saving me time for having to go buy a new car and all that extra ass shit. So that's how I eventually even did this. You see what I'm saying? I normally do my own shit. Like y'all just seen me get my boss shit with my own shit. So with that being said, I just wanted to drop these facts. I did a whole vlog.
So he says now that the only reason he did it is to save him time, which it might have saved them time at the start of this, but now it's wasting everybody's time because then we got a raffle winner waiting for his car. You got all these people watching this nonsense go back and forth, which, again, I mean, you could put the blame on CoreySSG, but he's out here pointing the blame on Flawless Exotics because they basically put him under the bus, even though he paid him. So it's a lot of finger pointing at this point, but this is what I said. I mean, this is why I was asking that question all along is why is he going through a third-party individual? And he says to save time. Now, that other third party, although we don't know their side of the story other than what CoreySSG is saying, it sounds like, I think maybe the $20,000, they probably got a little bit greedy, and they were like, hold on. So CoreySSG probably made a couple $100,000 or a lot more money. So now we want more. That's what I think maybe happened. But that's just my opinion, all right? This is not based on 100% facts. This is just what I think. I think maybe they realized that CoreySSG made a lot of money off of their car. And they're like, hold on, that $20,000 looked like nothing. That looks like a little piece of cake. I want a little bit more than that. And maybe that's what the situation is at. I just don't understand why they would hold the car at this point. I mean, he showed a car title that they sent him, so the car does look like it's paid off. He gave him $160,000, $165,000 to release the car. They don't want to release the car, so it's some kind of scamming shit going on. And CoreySSG got himself basically in the middle of it with his hands tied behind his back. You got this raffle winner on hold. Everything is on hold right now until, I guess, they get to court, or maybe they settle it out outside of court. Who knows? But it's just a learning lesson for him that he shouldn't be working with these third-party companies. And if he does, maybe he should disclose it. Because, again, I went on that Raffle Creator website. There's no disclosure of it. But anyways, that's just my reaction, my opinion, folks. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching.